So I discovered that I could actually place this cape on my neckline or on my dress without having to have this designing machine. Just watch closely and see how I do it with just my machine, hemming gum, my overlocking machine, and then to achieve this beautiful neckline. Okay, so this is where I was determining where to place the neckline. I'd already drawn a line. If you look closely, you see a straight line going downwards from the middle. Now that is where the middle of the neckline or the middle of the dress, the front of the dress is. I actually used a paper, I mean a chalk to determine the middle. So if you look at, this is where I was trying to get the midpoint of the cape. Okay, you don't want it to go sideways, so you have to do all these precautions. Yes, so I placed it in the middle. Okay, yeah, so nasa shi a tsakiya like that. Sorry, I'm code mixing Hausa and English. Okay, so na jawo shi sama kaɗan. I brought it upwards a little so that it will not be too short by the time I come to join the back and the front at the shoulder. Then here I was trying to get the wideness of the neck. Yes, I was trying to get the wideness of the neck and to be sure that both sides are equal. Yes, I was trying to, I don't want this side to be bigger than the other side. It won't be nice. I want it to be balanced. Yes, so that's what I was trying to do. So if you have not liked this video, please do that. Okay, just give me a like to help me grow my page. Thank you. To grow my channel rather. Thank you. So here it is. I was still trying to get the midpoint. You have to take your time to do this part very well because you don't want your neckline to be looking sideways. So you have to take precautions. Okay, yes. So now some here, and then here I was trying to go outwards by 1 inch or 1.5 inch. From that line I drew the neckline. I went out by 1.5. Okay, so I was drawing 1.5 or 1 inch all around the first line that I draw, and then I'm going to use my scissors to cut it out. Don't cut on the first line, cut on the second line. Okay, use your scissors to cut on the second line. Yes, and then here, before I cut, I decided that I should hold the cape to the fabric, to secure it in place so that after cutting and then when I come back to place it back, it will not be shifted. I don't know if you understand that. So you should try and hold it in place in the middle, in the exact middle. Yes, so that after you cut and you bring it back, it is not going to be on the odd. You know how fabrics can be now, very funny. So this is me trying to cut out that line that I draw after the neckline. The fabric will not show on the upper part of the dress. It is not supposed to show. It's supposed to be under the dress, under the cape. Just take a look at it. See, I've concealed it under the cape. So that is it. Now here I've gone ahead to use my overlocking machine to weave it. See how I weaved it? Yes, see how I weaved it? Then I placed this backward and see how it is looking. Very neat. You won't even know that someone doesn't even have this design machine, to hold it in place. So I'm trying to, secure it, make it to, gum the cape to gum to the fabric. Yes, so this is what do you call it, hemming gum. I usually use it when I am placing, sometimes the hem of the dress, kasan riga wani lokaci zan naɗe shi. In na naɗe shi kawai zan saka hemming gum in using iron in danna shi sai kaga ya zauna a wuri ɗaya kafin nan in ɗinka shi akan keke. So this is it. I was trying to place it. Please be generous with your, what do you call it, with the hemming gum. You have to put the hemming gum very plenty, like make it much, so that by the time you iron it will gum to the fabric very very firm. Okay, so that is it. Yeah. So here I'm trying to use a pin. You have to use pins also. I am trying to use a pin to hold the hemming gums and the fabric and the cape together, so that when I flip it um upside down, it will still stay in one place, like the way I want it. It will be in a place where I want it. Okay, so you should always try to have your pins. As a tailor, always have your pins to help you secure all these things together. Yes. Sorry, the other side, I don't know how, but I don't know, the camera did not capture that part. I thought I placed the camera very well, but I didn't. But I feel like it will still serve. This side is still serving, so I'm just doing the same thing on the other side like I'm doing on this side. Okay, yes, so I flipped it like this because you cannot actually put your iron on the stones, so you have to flip it to the other side to enable you to use your iron and secure that. Please, you should heat your iron very well. Heat it very well. This is a Panasonic iron and it is a steam iron. It has reservoir for water. So you always try to use a steam iron to hold your hemming gum in place. So I went to the machine quickly to secure the sides using my machine. Okay, please go to the tip, but don't make it, as in don't just try to do it at the tip. Don't make it close like outside, and make it very neat. Okay, make it very neat. Then you secure the middle also. See, I stitch down the middle so that the cape doesn't have any reason to shift or to move. So this is the end of it. Please, if you derive any value in this video, I would be very honored if you would subscribe to my channel, to help me grow my channel, because I'm a new YouTuber. Thank you very much. And that is it. So I was just showing you where I run stitches. I run it in the middle and then I run it on the sides. Thank you. This is Nexa Fashion. See you in my next video. Bye.